In this video, we're looking at my customized upgraded Madame Hydra. When I first seen the solicitation pictures for Madame Hydra, I was very disappointed because they used this really skinny leg buck that they use way too much for Marvel Legends. They have better bucks, but they like to use this really skinny legged one a lot. The torso is actually fine on these. It's the legs. The legs are super skinny. They're like same diameter, like almost same diameter from the hips down to the calves. There's not a lot of shape to them. Not really correct proportions to a lot of people. But so I want to do an upgrade. I picked up a Siren figure on clearance at Target. It uses the Shriek body. The Shriek body actually has perfect proportions for a heroic superhero style character, the muscular, the shape of it. So it's a great piece to use for upgrading older figures, and I'm looking, I really don't know why they didn't use it for Madame Hydra. We've been wanting to upgrade Madame Hydra ever since the return of Marvel Legends ugly one here. This figure was atrocious. It's terrible. But there actually are a few good parts on this thing. I actually used the upper torso from one of these on my upgrade. To make that torso work with these newer bodies, I had to hollow out the bottom part of the upper torso, drilling out a lot of material, ended up drilling out the hole and installing some O-rings where I can actually make it compatible with these newer torsos. And I get full range of movement. It moves nice and crunches forward, back, rotates full 360. But while doing so, you're going to lose some articulation in the neck. But luckily, Customs by Matchu had a great tutorial on how to do an upgrade to these necks. For these older figures that don't have any kind of hinge or ball peg, they have a solid ball peg on top. So you just cut that off the top. And I picked up some of those horrible Eternals figures on clearance from GameStop. I took one of those figures I got on deep clearance from GameStop and used the bar barrel peg, double ball peg, and used the Custom Matchu's tutorial, installed a ball peg into this torso, which gives you a lot more range of movement. So you can look up, down, rotate around, get tilt side to side. It's a great one. I'll put a link to that tutorial in the description down below. It's great for upgrading these older torsos. And some of the newer Marvel Legends figures, Miss Marvel and the Moonstone style torso, which is also on the retro carded Rogue. So you can actually add a little more articulation to those figures doing that upgrade. I debated about using the Siren arms to get the double jointed elbows and the bicep swivels. But I like these gloves, these long glove sculpts, first used on the Hellfire Club. So I decided to stick with those. With using these Siren legs, they're a darker green than what the figure's painted. You see, this is the original torso, which it's not a bad torso, but it's poorly painted. You got green showing through. And for some reason, they used the upper torso that has holes in the back. I don't get it. She doesn't have a cape, and her hair doesn't cover over top the back, so you got two giant holes in the back of your figure for no reason. I don't know why they use this torso. When they have a similar sculpted torso, this one just has a single hole in the back. This was the retro carded Black Widow torso. It just has that bottom hole. But I think they actually have one of these torsos that doesn't have any hole whatsoever, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. Besides color matching the arms, torso, and to the Siren legs, I also fixed the paint on her face. The face is a lot better now. I stripped off the paint on the eyebrows, redid those, detailed the eyes out. I think it looks a lot better now. Before, she looked like she was strung out on drugs or something, other meth head or cocaine. I don't know what's going on. It looked bad. Masked off the lower legs, painted the boots. I thought those turned out pretty good. And light green is kind of hard to paint on the top dark green, so I did a base coat white, then a few coats of the lime green. Then at the final coat, I mixed up a little bit of silver in, give it a little bit of sparkle, match up the harness on the top. I put a olive green wash onto the belt, and I got a nice upgraded Madame Hydra. No peg holes in the back, nice sculpt. And this is the Madame Hydra I wanted, not what they gave us. I had some extra green hands for the open display hands, because she only comes with trigger hands and fist hands, so I got an alternate style hands with her now. So I got 2 fist hands, 2 open style pose hands, and 2 trigger hands for my custom Madame Hydra. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch our video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time.